Hello, my name is Nilsa. Welcome back to my channel. Um, I am a psychic empath, light worker, divine feminine, energy healer, medium, spiritual medium, and all that jazz. And I thought I would come on for Thanksgiving and show out for my divine feminines. Me personally, I've been going through a lot of purging of toxic family dynamics, and today I had a huge revelation, and I kind of freed up space for, well, I freed up space for this work, for my life purpose, and to come on here and to share my gifts with you. I feel so very like great about doing that, and I believe that for us readers and healers and divine feminines, we should always do what is organic, right, to us in the soul, and go with the flow of things, and sort of just, right, come from a space of like genuine being, genuine surrender to the divine and what feels right at that time, and not planning so much. So, yeah. Yesterday I was playing around with some ideas, and I was like, tarot can be great, and I love doing the Celtic cross, but I also feel like just playing with oracles is like dope, because it gives your intuitive part of yourself a chance to kind of, you know, um, not put so much structure on a reading, right? And gives you that creative flow. So I have, what else did I want to say? Happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys very much. And yeah, oh yeah, about where I'm shooting from. So this is my bed, like literally. I have moon in the fourth house, so I'm like all about it. Yeah, it just felt right. Okay. Um, my 5-year-old is here. She's playing Roblox, and she's listening to um, YouTube. She's got a Gemini moon, so she likes to do two things at once. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna wait till she falls asleep. We're just gonna go into it. I already told them, like, keep it down. But if you hear something, whatever, right? It's me and you. I'm welcoming you into my home, into my life, because I love you, and it's the holidays. It's all about family, anyways, right? And you are my family. So I feel really good about being here, and I'm gonna run down the cards that I'm going to be using today. So this beauty is called Kim Krans Archetype Deck. It is really amazing. I like to get a actual Holy Spirit message with this one, because it's very deep. Then we're gonna go into Cairo Machete. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Cairo Machete, the Gilded Reverie, the Norman deck. We're gonna see what my guardian angel has to say, and then for my spirits and my spiritual square, we're gonna go with this deck. It's a gypsy deck. It's Sevilla de la Cingara, whatever that means. But on the reverse, I guess that's their language. It's Gypsy Oracle cards, um, Oráculo de la Gitana. So, Oráculo de la, Oráculo de la Gitana. So, this is cool. So, I like to, these are kind of reminiscent of, like, if you have any Spanish lineage, you know that your mom or your grandmother kind of introduced you to tarot probably with La Baraja Española, which is like the Spaniard deck, and that's what this gives me a vibe of. Okay, and then I thought I'd keep a trail and like go because I have all these oracles. I'm like, let's just flow with it, have fun, and of course, everybody knows Doreen Virtue, right? We're gonna get into her, and then I bought this Lover's Oracle, and I thought that was a good vibe. So these are gonna be angels. So whatever the angels want to tell us, whether it be a message for you, or if they want to dig into the masculine, okay? And then, of course, Kim Krans. I think she has amazing decks. They're great for like shadow work, and shadow readings, which shadow readings kind of dig deeper into the, you know, vibration of things. So things that like, it's not a surface reading. This is really gonna get down, right? So this is the animal deck. And then, of course, I love these, the Brian Froud's fairies. So the animals are going to be the animals, right? What the animals have to say to us, or you, of course. And the fairies, what the fairies have to say to us, too, right? And yeah, so let's get started and let's see what the Divine Holy Spirit has to say first. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 oracles. And my life path number is 7. Alright, let's see. No pressure. Yeah. I did want to do like downloads and stuff like that, like the downloads I've gotten, but I guess I'll just incorporate that throughout the reading if it pops up, because, you know, I've gotten some downloads, but I'm also going through my own ascension, so it's kind of like differentiating what is a download and what is an actual lesson that's on a personal level, right? So, but anywho, I'm here. Happy Thanksgiving to all my divine feminines out there. 727 on the clock. That might have meant something to someone. My brother is actually a Leo. And he was born on 727, so, and 79. So, I'm the youngest. So, okay. Anyways, Divine Holy Spirit, what do you have for the Divine Feminine in the collective? Oh my. Least favorite card ever. The Underworld. This to me is a depiction of hell. Seriously. Got animal at the bottom and judge of this card. I'm just gonna be real. Like, I'm getting that the feminine is going through and the masculine. I think it's like a lot of it is like when I'm referring to, and I find this, my mind just starts to go so fast. Okay, chill. Whenever you're getting a reading, first of all, I would advise that if some toxicity comes up or something that needs to be healed or fixed in your masculine side of the reading, it's always a mirror reflection of you, and that's probably something that you need to heal, probably not in the same exact way, but, you know, also like going internally, not like putting it all on them, like, oh well, you need to heal that before you come in, before we have union, whatever, blah blah blah. It's like, no, hold up, if that's coming up on his side, what on my side, right, is a reflection of that, because we're all mirrors. It's like real actual twin flames are not soulmates. First off, like soulmates is a romanticized, like beautiful, either karmic partnership or a soulmate partnership, which is healing and meant to show you something and guide you. It is not a twin flame. A twin flame is actually just a mirror, and it's, I say just, but it's like when you think of a mirror, it's so, my hairs are like standing on my body right now. Okay, because this energy is very dark. Okay, I smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna go ahead and have one because Lord Jesus, it's a fire. They gifted me this. I think it's so cool. Um, I live next door to a dealer, and the guy, he's cool with me, and he actually sold me my Ford Taurus, and he gave me the letter, and he's a cool, masculine. Anyways, older gentleman from Puerto Rico. I thought it was a nice gesture. Anyways, so the underworld here is telling me that because the animal is at the bottom of the deck and on the top of the deck is the judge, and when I honed in, what I saw was, like, since this is holiday season, like, I saw a bunch of family members. I'm not saying that all your family members are doing this, but I am saying that a lot of them are. Um, I mean, it's the underworld. I think they're so, like, what happens a lot of the times, I think, like, I'm just going to refer to you, feminine, and then you, but this goes for both of you. So, like, when you meet the person, right, it's like, okay, I met the person, what happens? It triggers your ascension, and then what happens? You change. You change and you get triggered, and the pull is so very, very strong that it changes your life. And what happens? Well, the people that you were close to, it's not like you're saying fuck them, right? But your dynamic with them happen at a lower vibration. So as you're ascending and getting closer to God and aligning more and more to our Heavenly Father and, like, getting out of purgatory, these made a lot of mistakes. That's why they're like karmics, right? Because it's like the karma you have to pay. So when you were at your lower vibrational self, you did have dealings with your family members. You were born first off into a karma that was not your own, right? It was your mother's, and you were born into it. And it's on you to clear it. Okay? So, honey, I'm recording the video, so can you keep it down just a little bit, baby? Okay, thank you. Um, so where was I? Yeah, you're born into a karmic situation, and what you're doing now is aligning to the Most High and ascending, and then they're upset about that. The people that were happy to have you in a lower vibration, it's funny, um, I was speaking to a family member that was like, oh, well, the other family member might have preferred you before, um, before you ascended. And it's true because there's a sense of familiarity there, to have, misery loves company sort of a thing. And people can easily, like, dominate someone that's in a lower vibration. I feel a lot of dominance here, a lot of control over, because the divine feminine is very nurturing, very giving, even though whatever, right? They might have been toxic. You might have been toxic in your past before you ascended, but you were very easy to manipulate and to sort of, trigger. People get a kick out of that. Family members do too. It's like, well, let me say this. I know I'm going to get a reaction. And then to thrive, to actually right, be in this underworld energy, which is devil energy. There might be some literal, like, spiritual attachments to certain family members or people that just resonate with the dark. And you being on a path of ascension, it no longer resonates. And it's like, well, now it's just the divine is wanting you to know that, to not judge it, right? Because judgment is up to God to judge, right? Not us. It's us, like, being aware of the fact that, yes, this is a very well a possibility that some family members could be in this lower vibration to where it has become a spiritual plague in their life. You know, not everybody is ascending. Not everybody is, right, growing. Not everybody met their twin. Not everybody is triggered to ascend. And it's showing that compassion, but also removing yourself, because when you're in a toxic dynamic, the best thing to do is to remove yourself from it. And I feel like you're doing that, and you're being hunted, honestly, by them. And it's like you feel very alone. You feel very, right. But this is for both masculine and feminine, because it's a mirror. So I say, you know, with this, just to keep going, to keep thriving, to, yes, be aware. And I know it's very dark, but it's better to, you know, be warned of something, to get, hopefully it gives you confirmation to what you already intuitively were gauging, right? Whoa. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, I just joke around a little. So there's a reader here that online, and he'd be like, I like to keep the energy light. It's like, yeah, because it'd be dark as fuck. All right. All right. I like to do my guardian angel message first after that. So let's just do that. Let's see what my guardian angel has to say about this. So this should be fun. Just, it's no structure. It's just like messages that come through, and we'll see what comes through here. Guardian angel, what do you have for the divine feminine of the world? What do you have for her? Or him? Or their masculine, or whatever. Oh. Okay. Well, the good thing is that here we have. I didn't feel like that was the card, but let me get another one, because I like to snap these. Oh, that's so dope. Okay. So this is interesting. So we have, there's two masculines, two feminines in this deck. Ironically enough, these are not the same. They're, this is the man with the rose, and this is the woman that's waiting. Well, she's not waiting. She's being illuminated. So, okay, that says a lot. So, what Spirit is wanting you to know is that you're the one feminine that is being illuminated by all these things that are coming up to the surface. So it's like the work that you do, the way that you are illuminated is the way that it's reflected in your masculine. The masculine is sort of like, well, girl, I handle business because you're my mirror, and you have to do what you got to do, because if you don't heal, they don't heal, and then we got a problem. So he's basically just chilling with the rose. He's like, that's the guy that's just waiting. He really doesn't do much. And I mean, as far as like the illumination process and the actual purging of, right, and, you know, the underworld, and it's like, if you don't do it, fam, they won't, because they're the negative polarity of the soul, and you're the nurturer, you're the one that gives life. They support that which is already healed, okay? So that's my guardian angel, just acknowledging that, to be very mindful of the downloads you're receiving, the things, the way that spirit is guiding you, the things that are like these grand epiphanies. It's like all very powerful. Um, and it's a time to where you just have to take a moment, right? And I would say in these times, since everything's getting so dark, remember we're in the middle of eclipses. So we're in this wormhole energy where I believe that consciousness is like folding time is like folding itself onto itself. So people that are not ascending are reverting back, right, to the past in a very karmic way. And the feminine is actually revisiting, yes, only because the people around them are in that, right, past karmic cycle, but you are being illuminated. I feel if you're in your divinity and if you take time to actually, because at the end of, like, once the solar eclipse happens, you're going to be in a new state of consciousness of like your personal soul evolution. So it's very important that you don't become a part of this underworld energy that is occurring with those that, right, are not ascending, and that you actually stay in a meditative state and listen for the guidance from spirit to actually evolve you into this new, right, timeline, this new state of consciousness that is going to be fully revealed, and you're fully going to step into it after the solar eclipse. So, yeah, I mean, the masculine is counting on you to do this, and it's really, really important. And Spirit is just, telling you to take that time. I would recommend a lot of meditation, a lot of, I've gotten into affirmations, like whatever you're struggling with, because we all have issues. They're all different, right? You can do mantras, which are so dope on YouTube. You can look up Hindi mantras. They're really, really excellent when it comes to this repetitive, right? Um, it's like you defeating the dark with the light, with the repetitive vibration of love, and cleanse your space and become one and really take time. And also be there for your masculine. A lot of times we like to stay in our ego and like shut them out and want the sense of control. And it's like you'll know when it's time to pull back, and you'll know when it's time to show up and be that bearer of light and love and healing to, in the 3D to your physical masculine. But this is very much energetically shifting and protecting your energy so that you can ascend. Okay? So, yeah, whatever struggles you're going through, I would recommend mantras and affirmations and lots of meditation. I do it for like an hour, 2 hours. I probably do it all morning. Like, I know that every feminine is different, but depending on the toxicity and your immediate life situation, you kind of want to counter react it with that. Okay? Hey, interesting. Very deep. I love that. Let's see what my spiritual square has to say to the feminine. Spiritual square, what is it that you would like to say to the feminine of the world? I just feel like this rush of energy. It's really beautiful. Very powerful these oracles are. Alright. Spiritual square, what do you have for the feminine and masculine today? What would you like them to know? Okay. Sickness and friend. I feel like this in house. So there could be a lot of downtime with you here. You're probably just at the house chilling, and there's this like, it could be some physical sickness, but I feel like it is related to spiritual, like, right, the spiritual purge, um, and being a friend. So it's almost like you're both in a state of like real sensitive purging, and it's like ICU energetically, and it's important to be a friend, right? To yourself, a friend to the people that love and appreciate you, a friend to your soul family, like coming from this space of, even if you don't leave the house, it's like we have this beautiful thing called the internet, right? And it's like you can spread that love and that friendship and that light to others that are struggling, that do feel, right, that sense of needing to heal. I feel like this is you healing, right? um, yeah, it's about being compassionate too, being a friend to yourself first and foremost, and realizing, damn, I'm going through all this shit, and I haven't even left my crib, and it's like, right, it's like the people around me and all this shit. It's like I just need to show compassion first to myself, because that's the key. If you show the compassion to yourself and you make yourself a priority, and you're like, nah, I have to heal, right, from that which I'm purging, and this energy is very strong, and you want to do shit right. So it's all about like healing yourself. Do your meditations, girl or boy, and be in that friendly vibe. And if people aren't in that compassionate, friendly energy, then they don't need to be around you. Period. Because you should be in that priority. Because at the end of the day, I know even if you don't want union, physical union, you do want to be following the divine. You do want to ascend. You do want to evolve. And so it's all about taking this time and healing in your home, and really like maybe slowing down. If you got too much going on, just slow down. Make yourself a priority at this time, okay? All right. Let's do the deeper animal deck next. So animals, what do you want to tell the divine feminines of the world? The stingray had just popped up, which is, it talks about it could talk about two things, like spineless people and chakra alignment. So maybe you're dealing with somebody that, or people that are spineless, that have a lot of shit to talk behind your back but won't say it to your face, type of shit. Just saying. And then they're in your face, and it's like, and the divine is showing you, like, this person cannot be trusted. So, let's see, animals. Very interesting. Very interesting. And that thing came back. So we got the stingray again at the bottom. I feel like, and I've been getting this download a lot, and I feel like, I guess Spirit just wants me to tap in this video about it. The lamb is the sacrificial lamb, right? I really didn't read the Bible and all that, but I know that this is ultimately a representation of the sacrifice that all of us must do, because we live in purgatory and we live in sin, and we are beings of light. We are love and light. 2929 on the phone, but we can get caught up in our sin, whatever it is that we gravitate towards, our matrixy desires. And it's about really divine feminine being honest with yourself. Like, what of the seven deadly sins do are you more inclined to do? And it's about, and I know this is like the soul work, but at the end of the day, it's like it all boils down to what are you willing to give up and what are you willing to sit in? Because the more you sit in your sin and the more you say that you're, this divine being that doesn't do anything, and I'm not saying that you are, but we can get, you know, some, I don't know, can get caught up in like that denial. It's like being honest, like, and I do believe that a certain level of ego has to be stripped away from you to even be consciously aware and accepting that hey, this is a sin that I do a lot that I shouldn't be doing, and that's all that divine really wants you to do. Is in order for the frequency of the planet to be right raised up, especially in these darker times, it's like, what can you do, feminine? Well, this is what you can do. You got to start with you, and you're gonna do this in the midst of like a lot of spineless people that are probably even triggering you to stay in that sin that you're struggling with. So they're triggering you because they know what it is that you need to break free from. So they'll put it in your face. That's why time alone and meditation is extremely important. And not allowing for the trigger to happen. And I feel like this is a message for the feminine. Okay, so a lot of spineless people, and it's like, cleansing yourself. This could be physical baths, like salt baths. I don't really like salt baths. I like milk baths. A little bit of honey, a little bit of sugar. I mean, but whatever energetically is like, right, a match for your frequency, that can also help as well, okay? So, I know that's deep, but sometimes we just need to be real with ourselves because, this ascension stuff is really, really, really serious. All right, let's see what the fairies have now. Are they divine feminine or masculine here today? I don't know if that was. Oh, we're just gonna roll with it. I typically like to do my life path for the shuffles, but it's whatever. I sometimes get caught up in like the reading that I forget. I'm kind of a noob, right? But I don't know if you could hear that. My neighbor, he bumps music. Okay, they're Section 8 Boricuas from Humble Park, and they do not play that. I'm not trying to blast them. I'm just saying, like, I don't mind it though. I actually like the rap music, wanging. All right. Anywho, beautiful, beautiful fairies. What do you have for my divine feminines of the world, or their masculines here? Let's see. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this one popped out first. So cutting something out or coming into a truth. This is Sylvanius. See that sword? This is equivalent to like the Ace of Swords. And then what are we cutting out? I was asking myself, what the bodacious bodak? And what was I just talking about? See that guy? He sets you up for failure. So I was just talking about how the stingray is over there triggering you to stay in sin, and it's like that's what's happening because they're sad that you've ascended. They're sad, like these family members that are in this toxicity that could have demonic attachments and all of that. Just saying, no tea, no shade. They're trying to set you up for failure, and it's the fairies are like, cut it out. Them prices way too high. You need to cut it. Oh my cootie. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And yeah, they're sad about what? Well, the unity. Unity is like one love, which is one source. singularity, before the Big Bang. It's like we were all one. We are all one. So yeah, it's keeping you in this. This is equivalent. This is indie. It's equivalent to like Libra, like the Libra scales, and Libra is very indecisive, like wishy-washy. Like, okay, I'm ascending. Okay, I'm vibrating low. It's like no more, no more. Completely cutting that out. This is not the time. This eclipse energy is very important. So it's time to, like, even if you are feeling lonely or feeling like not supported, if you make space, that's what's beautiful about the universe. Once you make space in your life, divine feminine and masculine, it leaves, it's there's like, if you make space and you cut out these people that are toxic, that are triggering you to sin, it leaves room for the light workers that you can find online, the light workers that you can find, your soul family that could actually help you. So, yeah, it is comfortable because you know them for so long, but if it's not benefiting you and they're abusing you, and probably resorting to some really low vibrational things to try to keep you from ascending, because it's just in them to do that. It's like, I can't even explain why somebody would do that. I would never do that. I love to illuminate people, not keep them down. But that's what a divine feminine empress is, right? She is there to nurture and support. Not everybody is on that frequency. They resonate with the dark, or they have, attachments. So we could sit here and try to figure it out all day, but it's like wasted energy. Okay? What do you have for the feminine? Archangels, romance angels, romance angels. Alright, let's see. I got the mini one too, which I think is kind of dope. I got it off Amazon. Alright, I'm not gonna take those. I like to snap them. Let's see. Whoa. Alright, honeymoon. This is so dope. I love this card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Whether you're with your masculine or not, it's like, be with them. Like, I'm sure that you love them. I'm sure that they are like the opposite of everything that you're purging. Give yourself that time, and whoever wants to tell you not to do that, fuck them. Seriously. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I mean, life is short. Feminine, enjoy them, love them, send them healing energy, be there for them. Now, I'm not saying do it habitually, but this is the holidays, for heaven's sake. Let's, like, right, allow for the love to be had. Okay, I love that. Let your friends help you. Ask for, accept support of others. Yes, let your friends help you, but your friends. And a friend is $1 in your pocket if you got it sometimes. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but you know what time it is, right? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, passion. Yeah, there's a lot of passionate, like, there's this, like, I don't know, it's something about this holiday too. It's like, it's kind of sexy. And then we're in Sagittarius season, so it's like, ew. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So you might have kids, right? And it's all about the kids too. There's also pets here. So it's like, I feel like the feminine and the masculine are in this energy of, like, I want to enjoy my person. I have so much passion for them. This is beautiful. And there could be, like, for those that don't have children, they do have pets. And it's like, these are my babies. They're like my children. I feel like I'm a mom, right? But a child could defend themselves, I feel, when they're, like, grown up. And a cat or a dog can't really defend themselves, even when they do grow up. So I feel like, not saying that, one is better than the other, but it's something so beautiful about pets, right? That they're just they're defenseless creatures, and it's and animals, and they're just so beautiful in that sense, right? All right. So last 30, 40 minutes, last card for the night. I hope that you guys got something out of this. This was so fun for me to just get on here and do this. I'm sending you all my beautiful love, and when I send you all my love, I mean it in a way to where all the love that, the divine has given me to give, you know? Not all my love that I don't have any love to give. um, but yeah, you know what I mean. I hope you found this helpful, and I will be back. I feel like I'm in an energetic space where it's dope as fuck. Like, I really do feel that. And I feel embraced by the divine. I feel like this is something I was born to do. And I used to do videos like before there was a YouTube. I would do cooking videos. Like, I would get high off weed and fucking just act like I was a QVC girl. Like, I always wanted to. So this is like second nature to me. Like, once I, healed and purged and got to where I'm at now, I feel just this sense of comfort with you guys, and I love you guys very much. So we're going to get one last message, and that's going to be your reading, okay? All right. One card. I associate these cards kind of like with angels too, so maybe some more romance angel vibes. What do we have for the femme or their masculine here? I feel like I should do like a reading just to, maybe I'll do one tomorrow, like just about the masculine, what they're going through. But I feel like this is cool too, because we're, mirrors of them. So, but it'd be nice to like really get in their business, right? All right. I can't seem to get a shuffle here. Come on, work with me. All right. There we go. What do we have? Oh my God, this is lovely. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. A lot of past shit is going to come up, right? Like, that just happened to me yesterday. I had this obsessive thinking worried about money, it's like, whenever those little triggers come up, shift it. Just be and trust, like, have a good, like, pray to the divine, God, I'm going through this, I'm worried about this, help me with this, I trust in you that everything will turn out fine. And then shift your energy from feeling worried to feeling embraced to feeling abundant, and I guarantee you that miracles will happen. And forgive the past, like all these people from your past and your future, or not future, but like your present, that are trying to trigger you to stay descending and essentially stuck in purgatory. It's like, forgive them for doing that. It's not about shaming them. It's about learning how to shift. Okay? New beginnings await, right? A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And we were just picking up on the passionate energy between you and masculine. So it's like, let's step into this new thing. We don't know where it's all going, right? So this is the forgiveness. It's so beautiful. I really love the artwork. And this is the new beginning, which is the dove, which is like the most godly thing. So you are blessed and you're being guided. My beautiful feminines, just hang in there and keep going and work on yourself. And I love you so much, and I'll be back whenever I feel it. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the flow with this one. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.